me that yes, they understand the concept, but how to market it or how to talk to their clients. That was the one of the challenge or the problems they were facing. And because of that, I thought of putting this presentation together in order to give a better idea that how we can make a point in front of your clients, basically the HNIs and ultra HNIs. And that's why this is the first time I'm doing this presentation. I just created it the last week. So as we all know, when we talk to our clients, as a financial planners or a chartered accountant or as a lawyer, and when they ask for an advice about certain things, particularly about their finances, tax plannings, the children's education, and so forth, they do not realize it, or they are not in a position, sophisticated enough for a position, even though they are very well educated, they do not see that how their habits has changed over the period of time. And that change of the habits requires the change in your financial investment and financial advisory services as well. And also how they have to change their investment pattern as well. So if we look at the next slides, you can see that this is the first slide, that their financial goals of any individuals or any businessman or a professional is obviously first they want to expand their business, or they want to go further ahead in their occupations or in their professions. Once they have reached to a level, then they would like to make an investment into a real estate. That's what we like most in India. Obviously, if they are interested, they make an investment into the stock market, starting from the regular stock market, then going to the mutual funds, then going into the insurance products and alternative investments and private and public funds and so on and so forth. Obviously, also they want to take care of the tax planning, that how do we minimize the taxation. And not still very well known in India, but estate planning is also something people started looking into it. Estate planning, that when we are not alive, when we are not there, then how our estate will pass on to our children, how it would be distributed. Because most of the businessmen, professionals, people in India take it very lightly, in a sense that probably first thing they presume is that they are never going to die. The second thing is that while I'm here, why I should do my estate planning? And if I do the estate planning, probably is it ringing a bell that I'm going to die? But those are the 5 things which the businessman or a professional take it in their life. They always have 3 basic non-financial goals which they want to achieve, which is children's educations and their settlement. How well my children are going to do, where they're going to study, what they're going to do it. And ultimately, all these financial goals, depending on the financial strength, depends on only one thing: how well the children are doing, what they are going to do it. If children are failures, many parents do failures for themselves as well. Second is the quality of life. I have started seeing a lot of clients across India that when they have made a sizable fortune, they say, well, we have traveled the world and we are looking for a quality of life. How do we make sure that we have a quality of life, best of the both world, and then a retirement? And what we're going to do in a retirement? Probably many parents are thinking or looking into the position that we're not going to go and stay with our children. We want to have our independence because they have made a fortune, they have a saving, and they are planning for that as well. So these are their non-financial goals which they want to achieve. Now let's see what has happened from the next slides, that we know from these data, which some of you have seen my earlier presentation, that as of now, the Indian HNIs, the spending pattern has changed from just not spending in India, but they are spending abroad. They are remitting the money. Their children are going for a study abroad. And from 2007 onwards, this data shows from the RBI. It is not a survey, but it's a real data from the Reserve Bank of India, that this is how we are spending the money. So if you look at it like a study, close relatives, and a gift, almost half of that one has children, educations, and their welfare in abroad is the prime objective for them. The other ones are deposit, foreign properties, debt and equities, donations, travel, medicals. These are all the remittance they have made it outside. So what we see here is the pattern from 2007 onwards, that Indian HNIs and ultra HNIs are spending money outside the India. And if we compare that, what is their life has become in the before 2007 and after 2007, you will see the difference here. Before 2007, we were looking into it like we have our home. But now as the wealth has increased, they are looking into that, no, we don't want only on home like an apartment or a bungalow, but it should be luxurious. We were looking in before 2007, probably two-wheelers or a one car. Now two four-wheelers has become a normal, which is okay. But then we look at the further thing is investment in India, but investment in internationals. They are making it. Holiday in India, but no more in holiday in India, but they are obviously, as we all know, we are all going for a holidays, even small holidays to the neighboring countries. Europe, North America has become norms. As we all know that our airport has become more like a bus stop rather than a real airport. Children's education. Now, this is the main focus, which you can see that the children's education, when it comes to when I left India 30 years back, and before me, when people went abroad for a higher study, it was only for the purpose of doing masters and probably getting settled in foreign country. Now, as the wealth has increased of the children, of the parents, they want their children to study after 12th in foreign country. Like yesterday, we received one inquiry where the child is only 5 years old, and we received an inquiry that I want my child to study in Canada from grade 1. How can we do this one? The second home in India, now probably, are they really doing the second home outside the India? Wedding, it becomes an Indian destinations to the international destination. Business, nationals and inbound, but now are they really doing and going out and doing global and outbound investment? So if you see this pattern, what we have realized is as a financial professionals, all of you can also realize that we are earning money in India, but spending abroad. Now, how long we can continue sustaining doing this one? Does it require a different look at it? Because majority of the money is going for our children's educations, their settlement and their welfare in a foreign country. So where do we stand in this one? I took it, and in the next slides, you will get shocked that how it can financially ruin you if you do not start investing globally. Don't start, create your portfolio in the foreign currency, because as we all know, the financial currency has gone down from 50 rupees to 75. So let's look at the next example of this, which is basically, you can see here that if, like, let's take an example when we started the liberalization, which is 2007 and 8. You can see the US dollar was 48 rupees and 76 paisa. Now it is almost 76 rupees. So basically, for 100 rupees in 2008, you can purchase $2. Now you can purchase only $1.30 American dollars. So what does it mean in a long terms? That if you met a client, or if you are personally yourself doing your finances, you have 2 children, and you thought that in 2008, I'm going to make, by in the next 12 years, by the time my children are ready to go to a university in foreign country, I'm going to have my portfolio of 5 CR. 5 CR, I'm going to make it. So obviously in 2008, you thought that this my portfolio would be 1 million, which is more than enough and good enough to finance the two of my children's educations in America, Canada, or anywhere. But if you look at just the currency going down, this $1 million in USA has become now 653,000. So when your children are ready to go now in 2020, your portfolio has gone almost by 40%. So it requires a planning, it requires a thinking. With due respect to many financial professionals, I got a phone call from one of the financial professionals in Hyderabad. And when I explained to him at this one, he says that even though I am in the financial industry since last 25 years, he says that I have made a blunder, that I wanted my children to send abroad for a higher studies, but I never looked into this kind of an investment diversification, even though I had a time from 2007 onwards. I said, why it happened? Why didn't you do it? So he says, well, first of all, initially it didn't have a lack of, enough information. So there was a lack of information. Number two, when I got the informations were not reliable. So I said, well, if you had this 5-6 crore rupees, why didn't you look at the EB5 investment visa? And he told me that again, same problems, that there were so many agents, unregulated, and consultants were there, that I didn't have a confidence to make an investment into an EB5 and obtain the green card for the whole family. So it can take care of the education for my children, and the children's educations in America can reduce by anything between 30-40% to right up to 80% if you go in a country like Canada. So the another bad news is also that not only that our portfolio has become 653, but the latest report which has come out of the USA, which shows that the fees, there is an increase of fees in the last 10 years by 25%. So this article is right there by written by a very good author, Mr. Haas, and he has done a survey of the American Education Institute post-secondary and shown that how their fees has increased in the last 10 years. So even within America, within the American citizens, American green card holders are facing the difficulties that whatever they plan for it, now it has increased by 25%. So either they have to jack up that amount, or probably they need to take into considerations investing more money and spending more money. So if we had the $653,594 US dollars, now it is reduced to 490 almost. So that means you are looking at only half of it. So in 12 years, your investment, just it was in Indian rupees, it is reduced to half of it. So for how long as an Indian parent, unless the rupee becomes fully convertible, for how long you can continue earn in India and keep financing your children's education in foreign currency, in foreign country. It's not going to help you if you keep doing it in India. Create your portfolio, diversify your portfolio, how much you make earning out of this one. So what are the options we can give it to our clients? The options we can give it to our clients are fourfold. What options we can offer? One is, as I said in my earlier presentations, residency and citizenship by investment, that there are a number of countries and number of options are available, whereby you can obtain the residency and citizenship of different countries. It can reduce your child's education expenses, particularly the school education is free, and the post-secondary education can reduce the fees in a substantially. If that's what you are not in a position to do it, at least look into, start making an investment into global real estate. Rather than buying a third, fourth apartment or a house or a land or a plot of land in India, buy a piece of land or a property or an apartment somewhere in other country, probably in America, in London, in European countries. They have an excellent real estate market. If that's not something, you can do it, or you can do a combination. You can go for a global stock markets and related products. Right now, a lot of banks are offering, we are also offering now, that you can make an investment into American stock markets and bonds and so on and so forth, as little as 1,000. So if you are a young couple or young family and now thinking that we want our children to study abroad after the 12th, obviously they should start looking into it from part of the strategies, part of that portfolio, that 5%, 10%, 20%, 30% is going to be my global investment. If they are a businessman, they should look into the investing into a global business out of India. Probably they are importer exporters, probably they are into the hotel and restaurant business, they are into the retail business. Those ones can make an investment with their friends or relatives into a global business, which will obviously increase their diversifications. Even like we have an offer from Cyprus and Malta, where you can make an investment into the certain funds, which can bring you an excellent return on your investment as well. So these are the options we need to offer if you are approaching your clients for these options. Then you want to pitch to them our services, that why they should look into the creating your portfolio diversified into the global market or into the global ones. I think this is an excellent argument we can put forward to every HNIs and ultra HNIs or parents who are looking for their children to study abroad. Many of them have understood, but this gives a very systematic way of, one of the way, not the only way, but one of the way to look at it, that if you want your children to study abroad, do you know that what is going to happen, or what is happened, that 12 years back your was of $1 million in an asset has become an $500,000 in 2020. So this is the very strong argument to put forward. Now, how do we work with the financial planners, chartered accountants, corporate lawyers, and real estate brokers who are interested in working with us? We work very closely. We have now, every day we are receiving an inquiry from these professionals who wish to associate with us and offer our global solutions to their clients. So obviously you can go to one of these websites on our contact page and give us an inquiry that you are interested in becoming our authorized agents. You will receive a first auto email, and we will send you a forms to give information about yourself as an authorized associate form. Written these forms, duly completed with necessary documents. You are duly informed. Application is approved or rejected, because we would like to work with only those associates and people who are reputed in their own respective field. We are not here as a law firm to start working with anybody and everybody who is interested in giving a client to us, because it's very important for us as a law firm that what we do with them means with whom we are working with it. If application is approved, then we sign an MOU, we send it out, and you must send 2 originals, and then you become an authorized associate of Ajmera Law Group. Once you are an authorized associate of Ajmera Law Group, you can go to this website, ajmeralaw.com associates, and either you can go on this page, look at register your interest to become an associate, become an authorized associate. Once you become an authorized associate, you can refer your client directly from our websites, which will go to our CRM or new CRM platform as well. Once you are, this is the website. Once you are an authorized agent, you need to register on this website, associate registration, to become a registered associate of Ajmera Law Group. Set up a username, password, receive your authorized association number, visit this link and refer a clients to us. You can also refer our clients by email. We discourage the official communication by WhatsApp because as a law firm, we cannot take this information as an official information. Uh, Obviously, the ajmeralaw.com associates webpage is set up for our associates to look at it. We have done number of seminars and presentations on in live with the network FP and with the AFM associations. So those presentations also you can see live as well. So that's all what I wanted to talk to you about 20-25 minutes. Now I'm going to close the presentations, stop sharing it, and if you have any questions or anything, I'll be more than happy to take it.